What's good, guys? Welcome back to another From That Ep2 video. Now this little bit is recorded after I recorded this next clip. And yeah, this is episode 2. Hope you enjoy, and comment who I should fight next as I take down the Deepwater Guard in this video. Right guys, so I just started recording this and we're actually encountering the first enemy that I'm actually scared of. The Plunderer. 160,000 materials, so we've got the material advantage. I'm just bringing down my Kingsman from up here, my Kingsman and my Constantine, and the retrofitted Prowler is heading just over in this direction. Now I hope the submarine gets here in time for the Plunderer, because the Prowler on its own cannot take down the Plunderer. I am genuinely terrified. The previous fights you've seen this episode, I didn't bother actually properly recording because they were just too easy, but this Plunderer one I could potentially lose. It looks like it's coming down here to reinforce this tile, so I'm going to head down here to intercept it. Now I hope this doesn't drag in the airship gantry, because that could make this fight really go south quite fast. And I'm just going to adjust it to maximum. You know, it brought in the gantry. It's not good. What's my total volume? You know what? Whatever, I'll just put on maximum. Everything I have is going to target the Plunderer, because the Plunderer is way more deadly than the airship gantry. What is happening? Oh, the Plunderer didn't spawn in. Oh, I can make this bigger. That's my bad. Now target the Plunderer, please. Actually, I haven't seen the Plunderer in a while. Yeah, it's literally just a bigger version of the Prowler with some nastier guns. Now, I suspect we're still going to win this, but it's going to be a lot more difficult than it would be otherwise. Does that take out our main cannon? I think it might have. It appears it stops firing. That's not good. That's actually bad. Yep, our main cannon's gone. It is getting hit by the rockets from our submarine though, and it does appear to still be targeting the Prowler, which is good. Now these need to do good damage against this. Yes, that's good damage. This isn't going too badly so far. Obviously the Prowler's taking considerable damage. Now as long as this airship, which I believe is a swordfish, I was about to say snapjaw. Why is the Prowler targeting the airship? Ooh, my submarine appears to have downed the swordfish. Well, I'm going to exit my submarine. Where's the swordfish? It's a perfect opportunity for me to capture. I will capture Deepwater Guard craft, as they are the starter faction and I just want to kill them as quick as possible. Yep, that's good. I didn't even capture it, but that's fine. Teleport myself to the Prowler. which, apart from its main cannon being destroyed, is actually not doing too badly. Now, is the Plunderer still capable of fighting? That's my question. Yes, it appears to still be targeting me. It's taking quite a bit of damage, actually. How much health is it on? 76% health. Yep, I think that's the Plunderer's fight over. It doesn't look like it's going to survive this. Gonna make them target the Atlas. All target. You know what? I'm gonna hop onto the Constantine, try capture this thing, purely for the materials. That's the only thing I want. Because I'd rather get 100k than 10k. And if I want to destroy the Deepwater Guard quickly, it would help to capture this thing. Quickly gonna pause this, see where the AI is, because I've never actually encountered this craft. I've only fought it in the designer a while ago. I've never actually had a proper fight against it. Now where's its AI? Is it in here? No. Is this it? No, it can't be, surely. I'm so confused. Does this thing not have an AI? Or am I just being stupid? Well, I'm really confused. I couldn't find the AI on this thing. Maybe if I just hop on, start shooting. I think I must have forgotten to put prioritization on my AIs, because they're not targeting the Atlas, as you can see by the shots incoming straight for my head. Low health. 2 damaged. Well, that's baffled me. Okay, the Kingsman's gone over here. The Atlas is gonna die. Well, I'm gonna hop onto the Kingsman. Or not. Anyway, the Plunderer is 2 damaged, so that's dead. The Atlas is gonna get killed. So I'm gonna capture these houses and I'll come back whenever there's a fight that is actually worth watching. Because if I come up against 10 rapiers, then I'm not even going to bother. Because before this, I'm pretty sure I came up against about 5 rapiers in a row. And is that the Atlas being 2 damaged? Yes, I believe so. That's good. I'm going to turn everything off. I don't believe any of these houses can fight back. No, I'm just going to try and capture the gantry and maybe the missile turret. Which one of these things are worth the most? Yep, well, I'll capture what I can, and after that I'll wait for further attacks. However, I will be a bit more aggressive and try to capture some of their areas. Right, well, after that Prowler fight, I had, I think, 3 more fights that I just didn't bother recording and talking over. It was just me fighting 2 Shrikes, then 1 Felix bomber thing, and then a singular rapier. So at that point there wasn't really much point recording. So the next fight I filmed was this one against the Simoon, because that was the next, at least semi-threatening craft. I'm once again under attack, this time by a Simoon, which I believe is an easy craft. This thing actually destroyed me on my first ever playthrough of the campaign, but I'm better at the game now, so this should be an easy fight to win. On a side note, I really like the Simoon. I think it's very cool looking, but as you can see, it's not that hard to take down and out of the sky. Now I am just going to drive the Prowler straight up to it, try and get a bit closer. Try and capture it if I can, maybe. Doesn't hurt to get extra resources. But yeah, I don't think the Simoon can hit me now that it's sideways. But yeah, I've just been capturing these 2 tiles, and my ships are on their way here. So hopefully sometime soon I can launch an attack into Janwall and finally defeat the Deepwater Guard. And that's the Simoon defeated. Being blockaded by a Flounder, he's blockading my Kingsman and my Constantine, which are down here. There's a grouper up here. Now there's a Dars going there to not really intercept, just to capture the tile. Now I don't remember what the Flounder is. I don't even remember fighting it at all. I'm hoping it doesn't have any type of torpedoes, because if it does, then I might be dead. My submarine is a submarine, but doesn't have much torpedo defense, unfortunately. Mainly because of space and me not wanting to make it any more expensive than it already was. Now what is this thing? Oh, it does have torpedoes. And it's a front-sider. Oh, this is the thing from the Borderwise Most Wanted video on the Deepwater Guard. Yeah, no, this thing is this thing's not very nice. I was taking some good damage, and my submarine appears to have survived those torpedoes, so I should be fine. Yep, it appears that I'm fine. I got way too scared for no reason. Yep, after this volley of torpedoes, I doubt this thing can continue. It's quite heavily damaged. So overall, again, I got needlessly scared. I had a material advantage, not the volume advantage though. But in the end, that was quite an easy fight. No, yeah, I believe this thing only has that one cram cannon operational. Still has some large missiles. Well, not anymore, they just got ripped apart. Unlucky, mate. GG. Right, well, we've just been attacked by this grouper from the north. Again, I've never seen this in my life. I mean, I've probably seen it, I just don't recognise the name. Now, I am using the Prowler and the Ratatin. And, to be honest, I have no clue how this fight will go, because I have no clue what I'm fighting. Where am I? Of course, I forgot to teleport. What is this thing? And have I seen it before? Oh, this doesn't look very threatening. What is it made out of that it's... Oh, it's only 41,000 materials. I could have sworn on the map it said 70,000. Well, this thing doesn't look too hard to defeat. Taking a few good hits. I believe those are the torpedoes from the Ratatin. Yeah, this should be another not very challenging fight. And right as it was about to go back into the air, it's just been hit again. Now, I think this might be actually a resource craft, as it's got a bunch of resource canisters at the bottom. Right, well, I'm just entering a fight against this airship gantry Moray, which I don't think I've ever fought the Moray, and the Falkenheim, which I think is their, like, blimp thing. I hope it's their blimp thing, because I remember that thing not being too deadly. Now, there's also a Raper approaching from the north, so I decided to leave the Zadar kind of up here in the north to kind of fight off the Rapier and then concentrate on these. And this should be, again, not the hardest fight, because I doubt the Moray will be able to shoot at my submarine, as it is indeed an airship. Now, they do outnumber us in volume, but let's not forget they are made of wood, and we're made of metal, and in some parts wood. Now, that I believe is the Falkenheim. Oh, of course, it spawns these little drone things. Oh, so the Moray isn't actually it's not actually functioning. I thought it was going to be like the airship gantry Atlas, where it's actually a functioning vehicle. But clearly I'm mistaken. Well, I'm going to do all target. I doubt it will work though, because I believe I don't have target prioritization on any of my craft. And since this thing is not this thing, the gantry Moray is 90,000 materials, I'm going to try and capture it. Although of course I'm not going to capture it until the other ships are taken down. My submarine appears to have started targeting the Falkenheim, but only with half of its missiles. I kind of hope it doesn't take down the gantry, because that would be a lot of wasted resource. How is the Zadar doing against the Rapier? Interested to see this. So he's running away because the Rapier is probably quite a bit faster. Of course, this thing has an advanced cannon on the rear, which hasn't been disabled. No, it's just aiming straight. In hindsight, I probably should have put another cram cannon on the back, as this advanced cannon isn't the most deadly weapon, but it does the job. The Rapier is quite badly damaged, and it's targeting my submarine with its guns, so that's also good. More missiles are approaching the airship gantry, and the Falkenheim looks like it's taken some damage, falling out of the sky here. I forgot it had a face. That's quite cool. How much is the Falkenheim? 43,000. That's going to be a decent chunk of materials. What was that just exploded? Falkenheim taking a headshot from a cram cannon. Not doing too much damage, as it is mainly empty space here. Still knocking off a decent amount of blocks. Now this is still firing at the Rapier, which is good. Obviously the Rapier, probably the most threatening craft here, to be fair. And it's on low health, so that's actually perfect. And that's AI dead, which is a shame, because I probably could have captured it. Well, I'm going to turn off all my craft, sorry. Misspoke there. And I'm going to just use the Constantine to go and capture. Just going to drive onto the beach. Of course, there's these two little planes. Not particularly worried about them. I doubt they can actually hurt me very much. Right, well, we're right here outside Davy Jones' outpost, the final fortress. Which I believe it's the final fortress. It's definitely their end base, and I don't believe they have any more fortresses, so this will be the final battle of the episode and the final battle of the Deepwater Guard. Now, I've spawned in a Vindicator, and there's a Vanaman right here. Yep, just repairing. It's not going to repair in time for the battle, unfortunately, but I think we can handle the Davy Jones outpost. It's on his own with a fish in a barrel, which I've never heard of, so I assume it's not that strong. Nope, don't go there. I'm moving all my fleets just to this tile, so I can be ready to attack as soon as the Prowler and the Ratatin gets here. I can begin the battle. Oh, the fish in a barrel is also a fortress. Well, this shouldn't be too hard of a fight. Now I'm going to move all my craft in. calling in everyone I possibly can. Now the Prowler turned it into a front sider, so I'm going to leave it as a front sider. I am so confused, the Ratatin doesn't seem to be here. I do not know how that happened. Anyway, I'm going to leave the Vindicator up here. Kind of far away. It is made of just reinforced wood, so it's not the best at surviving shots. Then the Zadar, I'm going to move it up close because it's probably the most heavily armoured out of all my craft here. Kingsman doesn't really matter where it goes, and the Constantine, I'm going to leave him back here. I'm going to put battle size on max. And you know what, this time I'll sit in the airship and begin battle. This is the final battle of the Deepwater Guard. Hopefully it's a good one. For a second I thought my game crashed. That was scary. And the battle instantly begins. I just want to look at these things before the battle starts. See what they are. I've never actually gotten this far in the campaign, so I don't really know what these look like. So this is the Davy Jones outpost. Just looks like a bunch of ships combined, honestly. Does look pretty cool though. And it's actually not that heavily armed. Obviously it's got some guns, but I mean, I think this is a pilferer turret. Looks like it at least. And what's this fish in a barrel thing? Does this have any weapons? I don't think it does. Well, this battle will be easier than expected. A lot of cram cannons on either side as well. I really like cram cannons. Initial volley. That's some good damage. Good damage dealt. Now I'm not sure I can be bothered capturing this, although it is 200,000 materials. But no, I've done too much capturing already. I'll just wait a bit before declaring war to gather up some materials. Now please do comment down below who I should declare war on next, because I don't know if it should be the Deepwater Guard or the White Flayers or the Lightning Hoods or whoever else borders me. But for now, I'm going to enjoy this final battle of the Deepwater Guard. It's probably the first time I've had all of these ships in the same place. Got some big damage on the Prowler, taking a hit from lots of missiles. Looks like its front cannon is still intact though, so that's good. And again, in hindsight, I definitely should have armoured this thing up more. It's just a single layer of metal. It always gets taken out early in the battle, and it's probably the most effective gun in this whole thing. So the Prowler's was not out of this fight, but certainly taken some heavy damage. And Davy Jones is dead. Only the fish in the barrels left. And it's on low health. Just realised I'm in degraded mode. It's never good. Some final cram cannon hits just to finish it off. And with that, the Deepwater Guard has been annihilated. Dead men tell no tales. Alright, that was a victory message. Battle over, we can pull all. And I guess I'll just quickly repair, and that's the end of the episode. So I'll see you guys hopefully in a couple days, hopefully Wednesday. I know this video is meant to go up on Saturday and it's now Monday. Had a bit of problems, but yeah, that's it.